Hey guys, so I wasn't really going to talk about this band. Everybody else seems to be talking about them, but can't ignore the elephant in the room too much. If you are into music that has guitars in it at all, you probably are aware of Angine de Poitrine. I am not a French speaker, so I'm probably butchering that, but literally everybody that knows what I do musically or even tangentially has an idea of what I do or what I'm interested in has sent me the viral video of this duo playing a full half-hour performance, and I have a few things to say about it. It's it's you can't not view it as being helmed by a multitude of gimmicks at once. And I don't care about the visuals and anything. I can't listen to your visuals if I just put on the headphones and listen to your music. But no one would care about this band if they didn't dress like they do. And I'm going to go ahead and assume that if you're still watching this video, you've already seen the performance. It is that viral. But yeah, I mean, they have their ridiculous Lady Gaga looking outfits with the polka dots, and they do not speak to each other. They make these kind of like vocoderized grunts at each other, and it's for the most part instrumental music aside from that. But it's catching a lot of people's attention because it's performed on a microtonal guitar and bass hybrid, like double neck, and there's a lot of looping in it. I have done looping live. Do not recommend it unless your drummer is fucking dead on. Very hard to do that live. So I will say these guys are locked in. They have played together for a long time. They know each other in and out, and it's definitely a well-rehearsed performance that's in total control. So they have that going for them. But people, like I said earlier, people would not care about this band if they just heard the music on the radio or whatever. The music is definitely weird sounding. It's some people are comparing it to King Gizzard just because there's microtonal guitars. It sounds nothing like them aside from the fact that it's kind of driving in ways. It has more in line with maybe Primus. Like there's some hints of like surf music in there. It's a very clean performance. There's no distortion to the guitars. It's fun, quirky music, but it's the perfect music if you're the type of person that wants to be like forwarding a weird thing so that you can tell your friends you're the first to see it. You want to be able to like get that secondhand enjoyment by showing it to your friends and having them enjoy it. That's fun. I get it. Deep down, I cannot envision people listening to this band seriously. But aside from all the other gimmickry that they have going on, I will say that I do enjoy the microtonal aspect. If you've been following the channel, you'll probably know that I am currently writing and have recorded microtonal music, and it's not new. It's not a new concept by any means. It's new to the rock arrangement in the West, but I understand it's worldwide. It's not a new concept. It's just foreign to our ears who are used to like the European 440 hertz type of thing. And I can't be upset at it because this gimmick that they're using is inherently tied to melodic structure. So go ahead and lead with your microtonality. Fine by me, because you can't escape the fact that it's tied to your melody. Yes, their outfits are superfluous. Yes, the way they communicate is a show. But the microtonality aspect, that's melody based. That's okay, and it defines their sound. It really does. I have seen a few things I disagree with when people are trying to understand what they're doing under the lens of the common American music digesting person, where people are saying that the reason you are craving hearing this is because you want to hear the notes that you are used to hearing in the regular chromatic scale, and all the stuff they're hitting in between with their runs leading to, like, say, your E or whatever, those notes do not matter. It's going to create, like, a ramp up or a ramp down to that note with values that you are not used to hearing. But the notes that really do matter are only the ones that you're used to hearing with the common European 440 hertz system. And I disagree with that. I think that that's a kind of a narcissistic way of viewing what is happening. They may be relying on having their home row be the notes that everybody's used to hearing, but there is so much more you can do, obviously, with microtonal music than if you were to approach it with this mindset. The stuff I am doing, not to keep going back to what I'm doing, but I am wanting to explore as much as I can with the guitar I do have that is microtonal, and I'm trying to use as little of the common tones as possible to be more expressive in ways that I was not akin to using before, and it's very exciting. But this is exploding in a way where I did not see it coming. It's very rare nowadays to see a band that is guitar based explode and have it explode because of what's happening on the guitar. I mean, obviously that's one of the many things in the recipe that is why they're exploding. But I just saw an ad today. Eastwood Guitars makes one of the few like commercial, readily available microtonal guitar, and they kind of started making their stuff after King Gizzard got big, and they are now developing in 24 equal divisions of an octave guitar that will be most likely available by the end of this year. And that would definitely not have happened if this band didn't explode within the last couple of months. But yeah, I don't know. What they're doing with it, it's not, it's definitely not exploring what that kind of musical system can do. It's showing a small facet of what it can do, but that's what a lot of musicians are going to be showing you. I think it's cool that they're doing it, but it is frustrating to have literally everyone showing me this band. And yes, I saw it when it fucking blew up. I didn't think I was going to talk about it on this channel, but all signs are pointing to them. I'm still seeing every major YouTube like music person, music or guitar person, metal person talk about this band, whether or not it's the main focus of a video or tangentially. They're still talking about this band. Everyone is talking about this band, and I get it. They're weird. They're doing something that is audibly unique while appearing unique. Sometimes that's a shot in the arm. Obviously, I mean, I have struggled to get my music over. I don't. I have weird music, but I don't lead with like a whole presentation, and I know that that's a big part of why it's hard to get people's attention nowadays. But there's a lot more they could be doing that they are not. They're trying to get the quirkiness out and have it be staccato, and you get hints of what that bizarre tonality is without totally like kind of developing it. It's perfect for people that want to have that short, digestible meme type of music consumption where you get exactly what this band is in the first like 15 seconds, and you know what it is, and you're able to forward that to your friend and say, hey, look what these guys are doing. So it's going to blow up, and it has blown up, and good for them. I'm not upset by them blowing up. I think it's really interesting that it has that kind of viral pull right now, because it's just hard for anything guitar related to get over. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where things go. I don't know if because people are so accustomed to tradition and wanting to stay with what they know, if it's going to catch on, if people are going to start buying these types of guitars. I will say that I am only now starting to kind of understand more of what this kind of guitar can do. For the stuff I'm working on now, I'm way less shy about doing counterpoint and harmony work. On the last record I did, there were 3 songs I wrote on a microtonal guitar. Very sparingly did I try to explore harmony, even though I'm usually putting a lot of harmony down. I did not feel comfortable yet, but the newer stuff, it's a lot more involved with counterpoint especially, and it's really exciting, and that's what I would like to see if Angine de Poitrine was going to really go all in with this kind of like bizarre melodic sensibility. I would like to see them really go all in. They're already looping, so they can do a lot of that counterpoint stuff if they wanted to, and they have everybody's attention. I'm not saying they're not doing a good job at leading with the music, because people are talking about the music, but you've got people's attention with how you look and how you present yourself. Now you can bring in the weird, and the people that were there from day one spreading your video are not going to want to turn their backs because they're holding on to that hipster allure of being the first in line. So I think that they're probably going to be around for a while until people get way too fucking annoyed, because it is not something you're going to want to sit and listen to for a long time. But it in a way, them blowing up gives me a little bit of hope for music being able to go viral, coming from a guitar and drums stripped down type of arrangement, because that it's hard to come by. And because it is stripped down, despite being kind of elaborate melodically because of the microtonality, it kind of lends itself back to more of like a garage band type of feel, which is cool. Nowadays where everything is so overproduced, it's nice to hear that. But yeah, I think that this type of approach, the microtonal approach, I would love to see more of it. Obviously happen in metal. I thank you for whoever it was that recommended Jute Geit. I have been listening to that. A lot to take in there. Big discography. Very, very varied and plentiful releases there. I had made a video on monochromatic residua, I think maybe 3-4 years ago. That guy is going to release another album soon. But yeah, I do enjoy the tones. I like Last Sacrament. I'm excited to see where they go. It's been way too long for that band. So it's something that I've always been interested in, and I'm very grateful that I have one of these guitars. Probably grab that Eastwood one if it ever does come out. I'm sure it will, if they strike while the iron's hot on it. But yeah, if you've checked this band out, let me know what you think. Obviously, it's not going to appeal to the diehard metal person. It's not something I'm going to listen to on my own after hearing the full live video. That's enough for me. I don't need to experience this band again. But people are talking about it, so there's good and bad to take from that. All right, thanks for listening.